Welcome, everyone, to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I am your host, the Deathmatch King, the Indie God, and now it's official. The Agent, Matt Cardona. It's official. I got my Michael Dawkins, United States of America, trademark office, the Agent, official paperwork, a.k.a. the $1,000 Broski, a.k.a. the Michael Jordan of wrestling figure collecting.
I mean, obviously that frame is worth more than that piece of paper in there. I'm here, the most professional wrestler, TNA star, member of this system, a man who's been drinking for 3 days straight, brutally hungover, the Scottie Pippen of wrestling figure collecting, Brian Myers. Welcome, everyone.
Well, I'm also here, producer of the show, Smart Mark Sterling Esquire, the most famous professional wrestling lawyer. In this show, just like Live 20 yesterday, is brought to you by our good friends, Ringside Collectibles. Use code MAJOR to save 10%. We got a big
Super
boy.
exciting unboxing going down later in the show. Double J is
couldn't be
in
more excited.
the house.
You might have it, broski.
I don't.
Use discount code MAJOR. Get yourself Double J before he's gone. Ringside exclusive.
By the way, yeah, we were showing the Jeff Jarrett there. We'll open later.
Guys, follow us on X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcast. Don't just leave any review. Leave a major review. If we read it on air, you will get a little prize. Who do we got, Mark?
Jimbo at James K5390. He says, scratch that major itch. This podcast, as well as the YouTube vlogs, has done wonders for my mental health and helped me rediscover my love of both wrestling and collecting. I discovered the vlogs whilst suffering with severe depression and would like to thank Matt, Brian, and Mark for producing content that pretty much saved my life. Wow.
Damn.
The community you have built is a credit to you all, and I am thankful for the podcast and helping me to make friends from all around the world. Keep smashing it, guys. Wow, thanks. One of the best reviews ever.
That's awesome, man. It's good to hear that you can be someone's escape, you know. Thanks.
I heard that a bunch of times yesterday.
Yeah.
Sure. And the giveaway, courtesy of Ringside Collectibles. All you got to do is find the pin post on X, reposted to be eligible. Last week, it was The Undertaker from the Vault. The
What
winner
up,
of that
dude?
is, what up, dude?
Vincent at Spartan_undead.
Did you see that picture I posted of Chelsea where she looked like The Undertaker as Kane from the
Died
Vault?
laughing.
Ringside
Big
exclusive.
pop on that one, yes.
Died laughing.
Why did she look like that?
It's makeup.
Makeup.
But like that's a girls she
I guess-
was
She
starting?
was coming from SmackDown. I guess that she was caked on.
Oh my god.
You know?
Kind of
First of all,
glad that's
I
not
thought,
part of my life. The makeup is so much work.
yeah, it's insane. But broski, when I was like, how did she let him do that? Did you ask?
No, hell no. And she probably has no idea what the reference is.
I know that.
She
But
no
I mean, I
clue.
feel like you could take the picture and be like, "Can I post this, please?" You know that.
Yeah, right. Hell no,
What,
we
she
would
gonna
never.
divorce me? Come on.
Yeah, no.
Oh, she'll be mad at you. You might sleep on the couch one night.
But we've all been there. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's worth it for a little bit of content. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Bros
good content.
Does not care. He wants the likes.
I'm all about the light. I'm the internet kid, guys.
All about the likes, bro.
I might be sleeping on the couch because of this, but there was
Well, I got some
3,000 likes on
I
it.
got some likes, babe.
Well, the giveaway this week, courtesy of Ringside, is DX Shawn Michaels from the Vault. Find
Nice.
the pin post on X to be eligible to win that. Patreon.com/MajorWPod, MajorMarks.com, the family, the community, the subscription service. Every single week we give away a prize to a new and old subscriber. Who do we have, Mark?
First time in the line, Danielle DiCaprio. And the classic superstar, Ronald Pfeiffer.
Wow.
All right, go Pfeiffer.
Guys, you get this podcast early and ad-free. If you're an Ultimate member, you're watching live whenever we do it. Right now, you can see how hungover we are after Live 20.
What a privilege.
You get access to the Facebook group. You have the bonus podcast. There's one bonus already up. It's the 3-hour seminar I did. Check that out. A lot of people saying great things about that. And then next week, we're going to record Batman 89. So I'm excited
Looking
about that.
forward
I'm
to
a
it.
little nervous, though, because someone in the Facebook group posted just like the Toy Biz and Kenner figures. And that's a lot. And that was
Really?
just, yeah.
All right.
And you want to keep going. You want to do everything.
Well, I want to reference it. I don't think we need to like defreedom like every variant and whatever.
Well,
but
you got to talk about the Keaton variant.
right. Okay.
D's all boned up. He's ready. D, you got the Batman stuff. He wanted to do it today. He's like, let's do it today.
No, not hungover.
He's always ready for Batman.
My brain wasn't ready for all that. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, I just wanted to show you this. We talked about it. I figured it needs to go on the screen. If you're watching the video, this is the picture that he posted of his wife.
It's like dead on. I mean, really.
She was not happy about it.
I knew it.
I mean, of course she's not going to be happy about it. Whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Access to the Facebook group. You have all the bonus podcasts. Silver Lining with Mark. Figure Dissector with D Freedom. Myself, I do Let Him Breeze. Captain's Log. Joe's Juice. Oh, baby. He's happy hour.
Hold on. Pause right there. I know for a fact that Brian listened to the FWF show. I got a text from Liz this morning. Liz was putting it over in a text.
Wow,
So Brian,
I got to hear this.
Brian, official review.
I can't. There's too many quotables to even get into it. It's unreal.
I'll suck you dry.
Even this is really mean to say, and I love Heath. He's one of my best friends, but there were so many quotes and stuff. But even before he got into the FWF stuff, and you go, "How's life?" And he goes, "Man, my favorite cat died."
Oh yeah.
I almost swerved the car. I was like, "Wait, what?" My favorite cat. That's how it starts. He's not even talking about FWF and his roster and stuff. Goes,
bro. In my mind, I'm
fuck.
ready for a real fun FWF thing. I can't wait to get into this. We're gonna fake wrestle, however, and then he just starts with the cat stuff, and I don't know what to say.
Then he says, "My neighbor died." It's like, oh my God.
Nobody says my favorite cat died.
That's not funny. Come on.
Do you think his other
No,
cat
but
listen?
you don't say that about your kids or your pets and stuff.
He did a great job with the show. I do think we could clip out some of the...
I don't want to spoil it for people because I do want people to listen. First of one, he came out yesterday at our live show and people were chanting OVW, and I thought they were chanting OVW, and I'm like, that's the weirdest thing. He never was in OVW. Why are people saying that?
Right.
And then I got oh baby wrestling. It hit me. I'm like, holy shit. But then I will say this: at the end of this episode, he's like, "Man, I got a little damn sweaty doing that," and I was like, "That's so that means he really
he went in
because that's what it was like when you give your all for an FWF." And that's why I don't like doing it all the time because it's fucking mentally and physically exhausting.
My favorite detail is the main event was, not to give it away, but the main event was Lex Luger versus Psycho Sid, right?
Oh, fuck that too. He's like, yeah, it starts off kind of boring because, they don't really do much anyway. There was a couple where, oh man. I probably wouldn't suggest driving or working out listening to it because you might hurt yourself.
No,
or someone
I've
else.
said this for months. His podcast is my favorite one because even the ones where he's crying and sentimental, it's like a Netflix special.
Right.
It's just so funny, and it's not supposed to be. It's when he got fired from WWE. That video he put out was just one liner after one. I just can't wait to spread my wings.
Yeah. It's so good. And he's been on so many live shows, and he was still entertaining yesterday. It's insane.
Killed it.
I love Heath. My brother. Okay, we'll talk about the live show. My brother wasn't going to stay. He had a bunch of shit to do yesterday.
Let's get into the live show. And Tim, he said he's not staying. He was there the whole time, wasn't he?
He was there the whole time, and Heath's one of the reasons.
Well, because he's too great to be around, right?
He had a lot of stuff to do. I had to beg Timmy. Basically, the trading cards for the show did not come in time before I left. Okay, so I needed to get them from Western Mass to Boston somehow, and I kind of just begged Timmy to do it. I said, just come, you can get some lunch, you can leave, take care of your stuff. But he was like, the second he got there, everybody's chilling out. Joe Shoes is being funny. Heath just starts talking to Timmy about life. Next thing you know, he's there the whole ass show.
The best. The best.
But yeah, hey, Live 20 yesterday, super fun. Yeah, I think it was different than most live shows. All the guests settled in. It wasn't like bits. It was an actual interview podcast.
Which is what we used to do, and we've gotten away from because it's but that's the problem is we had the perfect amount of guests, right? Where they could take time. When we have too many, you can't really do that, and that's where the bits come from because it's got to be quick ins and outs instead of really having someone on and asking them questions that people want to hear the answer to. That was the difference, but I feel like that was a nice little wheelhouse. I mean, I thought that was one of our best shows ever.
Mm-hmm.
As far as bell to bell engaging and funny and entertaining and everything in between, man.
I mean, we had John Cena Sr. We had NWO Jerry Lynn, Doug serving us those Mai Tais all night. Then the real Jerry fucking Lynn. We had Teddy Goods. We had referee Kiddick. We had, oh, baby, Heath. Who else? The System. Well, without Moose, we'll talk about him in a second. And then, of course, Andy Brie on stage, the man, and Bubba, who I think might have, I can't believe I'm going to admit this, might be the best guest we ever had.
It was a roller coaster ride to have him out there, man. Like, just so fun. Like,
Also, best looking. Look at that. If you're watching,
yeah, we're gonna have to do that every time now.
Right?
Huh,
Looks
Broski?
cool.
Yeah.
Pretty unbelievable.
And all in all,
we
it wasn't
had,
a big
banners.
it wasn't a huge financial thing, too. You know.
No, we actually made money off it because we sold them afterwards, those banners.
True, right?
Bully was a premium guest, Chris Giovanni says, but
premium guest.
I'll tell you
above
this,
it.
I'm being totally honest, and I'm putting this out in public. I was scared to frickin' death of Bully
What's
Ray.
his gimmick, though?
I know it's his gimmick.
I think Broski and I have just gotten too close to him and worked with him too much that I don't feel that way anymore. I used to be terrified of him.
I certainly was, and we,
Yeah.
you know, when we just bust his balls back. You know, it's like
yeah. Yeah,
I was
he knows.
not in the mood to have the chops to even remotely. I got to focus on what I'm trying to do here. I cannot be fighting for my life with Bubba Dudley in front of everybody. No effing way.
Have you ever been more nerve-wracked on a show than when his music didn't play?
yeah, what was that? Tell
Mark was
people
losing
Yes.
his. I saw
And
Mark
it was-
like just dying 1,000 deaths live on stage.
The last time I was that nervous was when it didn't work for SDL's music.
Which,
And
I mean,
obviously
that's-
this one's a little
no
scarier.
offense,
Bubba could
love
kill me.
SDL, but the SDL pop and a Bubba pop, big difference.
To be totally honest, though, SDL shamed the shit out of me when she came out on stage, but she knew what was happening. I don't even know if Bubba.
I don't think Bubba understood because he's not watching. He's just waiting to hear the music. So I don't think he even knew.
So
That
yeah,
definitely
so
saved your ass.
the whole thing is the shows are precariously placed in a fucking keynote on my laptop, and they're little video files, and for some reason sometimes they don't work. I don't know why. It worked in rehearsals. It was a corrupted file, maybe a glitch in the keynote. I don't know what happened because the videos afterwards worked. Leo's worked. I don't know what happened, but the devastating thing is this show is built on the surprises and the pops. So this is the main event. This is the big guest coming out.
Yeah.
So you press the button, and the video gives it away because he's on the screen. So everybody's going, oh. But then there's no music, so he doesn't know to come out. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Because the only thing that I can do is minimize my thing so everybody sees my desktop. You know, it's like, what are we doing?
It's brutal. You're live searching on YouTube for
I went to
Titantron.
YouTube. Dudley Boy's theme. Click the first one. The ad plays.
The ad play.
We got to wait 5 seconds to skip the ad. Everyone
so
in the
good.
crowd's just like. Finally, the music plays. It's super low because I didn't like edit. I usually edit the video so it's a little louder. So he comes out. He had no idea. Thank God. But
Yeah, he would have probably crucified you on stage if he knew what was actually happening. Yeah,
that I screwed that up.
yeah.
Yeah, not great.
He talked about, here it is, the power bomb through Leo Sparrow, through a table. He talked about it today on Busted Open.
Oh, really?
No, hey, really?
Yeah.
What did
Did
he
he say he
say?
had a good time?
I didn't listen to the whole thing, but Leo sent me the clip. I kicked Leo so hard in the nuts because
God. That's another thing. Bubba was like going off script. I didn't know what the fuck he
I didn't know what was
doing.
going on either. So like Bubba walks, like it looks like he's going to the back, like leaving.
I
I'm
thought
like,
he drove. I literally thought he was going to just drive home.
but we had to put him through the table.
I know, but that's why I was like, okay, I guess me and Matt are doing this.
Well, so then Leo just said, "What do I do?" So I shake his head, just kick him in the nuts. I guess I could have kicked him in the gut, but
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, why?
I don't know.
I said that earlier. I said, why didn't you just kick him in the gut?
I didn't know what to do, so I gave him a real low blow.
And I said, you could have worked it.
Yeah,
What are we doing?
it would have been step one.
So
well-
I'll say this. This was crazy. Not to peel back, open the doors or to pull the curtain back or whatever, but when we do these live shows, oftentimes we do them like this. Oh, no. What's this?
Yeah.
That kind of
Yeah.
thing.
yeah.
We're not like really selling, like somebody comes out, we're like, oh no, why is he here? That kind of thing. So Leo comes out and Bubba is playing this so fucking good. He's like,
Bro.
he's like, what is this? Is this a rib? Like, what is it? He's playing it so good. I go, oh, does he not know?
Honestly, he got me to the point where I was like, did he forget what we talked about?
And we weren't there when he came in, so I thought, like, wait a fucking minute. Did Leo not talk to him about the fact that he's doing this?
Or I thought maybe because he also said that he hurt the first thing he said was that he hurt his back. So I was thinking maybe he decided he didn't want to do it, and that was his way out.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Is
oh,
this a
shit.
rip? He played that so fucking good.
No, he got
I
us.
had no
Yeah.
idea.
Also, shout out to Leo Sparrow. What a trooper. It also popped the fuck out of everybody, including Bubba, with a couple of his lines.
Yeah,
so that
he's
was
always
pretty cool.
good. Leo's one of my favorites.
I was very proud of him, yes.
It's great. He just needs to eat a steak.
Apparently, I had a long, drunk heart-to-heart with him last night, but he thanked me for it today. I said, I don't remember it.
I heard some bits and pieces of that long talk, broski. It was pretty insane.
Oh, my God.
Also, you were there for it?
Bits and pieces.
Okay.
Man.
Let's leave it at that. But
Yeah,
yeah, what a great-
Broski at the end there, it was like one of those puppets. Like, that's how you were moving. Like,
The good
You were
news,
like
though,
that.
broski, is
Yeah.
that you stayed coherent through the show and the meet and greet.
yeah, I didn't
All
have
the
a
apps.
post show, so I don't care. You can get drunk all you want post show. I was drunk too, but like, when you can't interview somebody, then we're in trouble.
That was bad.
Yeah.
The Orlando one.
Yes.
No, I was fine until, because the problem was I didn't eat. I had lunch before, and we usually eat afterwards, and we didn't.
Yeah,
Right.
I didn't either.
Like, we
I had a
usually
peanut
eat-
butter and jelly sandwich when I got home.
All that sushi finally came out. It was fucking awesome.
But we
So-
usually eat before the meet and greet.
Yeah, we've like run back and smashed a quick plate. You're right.
Yeah. So
Right.
I was
True.
just tied up. Look at this picture that Dee's about to put on the screen.
Bro. That's Kinnick holding you up. That's not like a heartfelt moment. He's just keeping you like alive here.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
But hey,
This is Connect bringing Matt back to
This
the.
is real, guys. That's not a bit. That's how Matt got
Wow.
back. Just
hey, well, you know what? We had a
Safely.
great time. If that might be the last live show ever at Kowloon.
it's
He
probably
said
not.
2020.
He said that 4 years ago. We've had 4 in a row. And he even said, I think we have one more from Andy's mouth. And also, I will say this. We're learning our lesson. We got to bump it up to like 1 o'clock start. And just get
Oh,
out
yeah.
there. Yeah, just get out there. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
I
the
called
only
Andy.
problem is
There was
that
Jerry Lynn left his glasses in the green room, so I was on the phone with Jerry and Andy and whatever all morning. Andy was apologizing profusely about that, like we had to leave after a certain time.
Yeah.
And he said because the neighbors complained about the noise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah,
Well, I guess the only problem is flying in from whatever, but we
Yeah,
made
that's
it in
the
time.
issue.
right.
But it was funny, not to be mean, but Andy was so worked up when we were starting a little late. Like we tried. Well, we didn't talk about this yet. Moose was supposed to be on the show.
Tell us about Moose, Brian.
Oh man, I don't want to waste too much time on this wrestling figure podcast just burying Moose, but
Your partner.
long story short, we had a system vacation plan for months. Months. He knew the deal. My wife, Moose and his wife, Eddie and Lish. Eddie and Lish live in Boston. I live in Long Island. We meet in the middle in Connecticut. Moose, his wife flies for free. She works for American Airlines. So they can fly in. Boom. Built in, great vacation. We decided we'll do one night in Mohegan, one night in Foxwoods, and then drive to Kowloon's and all do the show. What a perfect weekend, right? Nope. Moose had what we like to call, he moosed it up. He just took a booking in the middle of it, like a couple of weeks ago. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to take this indie book. And we're like, what? On our vacation? He goes, yeah. His wife's name is Reese. He's like, she'll just stay with you guys. I'm going to go do the show in Toronto. I'll come right back for the thing in Boston. I was like, okay. And he proceeded to do that. So he only did one night, left her. I mean, we still had a great time, but he left. He was delayed all day with that and mayhem. He made this indie show by the skin of his teeth. Then just flat out missed the flight in the morning. Like, wasn't delayed, wasn't this or that. He just didn't check in on time. Missed it. Was on standby all afternoon on the runway, this and that. And then I think he walked in Kowloon's at 6 p.m. at the end of the meet and greet.
Yeah, we were just finishing. We had like
Right.
10 people left in the meet and
Oh, my
greet.
God.
Yeah.
But at one point, he was like getting on the plane, so we thought like, well, maybe he could make
We
it.
were stalling and stretching. I said, all right, we'll start the show 20 minutes late.
Yeah, but Andy
because
was real.
and trust
Andy
me, we've
was
had
hot.
plenty of issues.
Yeah.
We've had plenty of issues over the years, right? You know, at all our shows, not just Calhoun's, like people
Yeah.
coming and going and shit. Last year, Ricky Morton's fight just got straight up canceled, right? We drove in Maven, like like it is what it is. It's just this was like just the fact that I had to be like Moose missed his flight, and you guys are going, how do you miss a flight from a vacation in Connecticut 2 hours away?
Yeah.
I'm like, Moose can because he's an idiot. Yeah,
Yeah, I couldn't.
and that's the
believe
answer to that. Yeah.
it. Pretty crazy.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, Live 20, what a great show. It will be available. We filmed it, GoPro, the audio and the video in like 3 months or so. So that's the thing. You miss out, you miss out.
Just a freaking I just can't. I want to just thank everybody. You know, Billy Peck, Dawkins. You know, obviously Kinnick behind the scenes. Just all people that help out, make the magic of these shows happen. Man, it's just freaking
Jay George, yeah.
Jay George filming. Leo Sparrow does a lot backstage too. Like it's just awesome. Just awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Liam
Right.
Davis.
Besides Moose missing his spot,
What was Liam Davis doing there? He was just there hanging out.
he's
Hanging out,
looking
helping.
Eating
looking for opportunity.
You said
he's
Billy,
the guy.
right? Billy was integral.
Billy
Billy
Peck
always
is
does.
the legend. Yes, Billy
Unbelievable.
Peck. And Dawkins came and helped out tremendously too. So
Oh, that was great. Dawkins was
Yeah.
very helpful.
You should have
And
saw
then-
me, Dawkins, and
and-
Jay just hanging up those banners.
and then oh man, and then even shout out to the guests. You know, like we don't like just pick anyone for these shows. You know, like I go out to the Tiki Bar and like Heath is just holding court with like 10 major marks, just telling stories, hanging out, and then in like an adjacent pile, like not even a totally different thing is Jerry Lynn's just out there talking to 8 different major marks, telling stories and something. Like that's what we want, right? We want people that embrace the whole experience, and are having the best time. So just couldn't have been any better.
By the way, we started talking about Heath's Happy Hour, and I'll say this: we got a kick out of this yesterday. Heath, every time we do Heath's Happy Hour, he'll come into the chat before we record, and he'll be like, "Man, does anybody even listen to this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, everybody would." He's not in the group. He doesn't hear people.
You never
talk
see
about
like
it, right?
your Facebook comments. He is in the group, by the way. He just doesn't
Yeah, I
like
didn't
use
see
his Facebook.
So he was surrounded by a bunch of guys at one point who were telling him and talking to him about He's Happy Hour, and he was like a pig in shit. I literally heard him at one point go, "Man, what's your favorite episode?" He just loved talking to people about it. But it was great.
Well, last thing I'll say about Live 20, if there's any extra merch, here's some of it. We can put it on screen. It will be available on MajorPodMerch.com. Yes, that is an Andy Wong Major All-Star. That is a Major cigar, which John Cena Sr. buried on stage.
Brother,
Right.
it's a cigar, I'll tell you that.
It's a cigar.
Eddie and I had one last night.
Andy Wong cups. I love it. Andy Wong.
Hey,
Everything.
an exclusive system cup too.
That's right.
I mean, again, I don't have any of
Capico
this stuff.
shoes.
I don't have any of this stuff. I have to get it all still.
Well, I heard the shoes bendy sold out.
Shoes bendy sold out. Shoes cups sold out for sure.
I think there's going to be a couple more bendies that we saved that will be on majorbendies.com. So, all right, let's get to some follow-up here, D. We got the PN News Top Rope Collectibles showing off the prototype.
That
looks
looks
cool.
great. That's a great
like it.
job.
Looks really cool.
I'm not necessarily in love with the animation, the artwork instead of a real photo, but I get what,
Yeah, but it gives the vibe.
it gets the
I'm
vibe.
going to open this with the glue, so I'm getting
Right.
this for sure.
I'm
When is this?
definitely
When is this for sale?
maybe
Nobody
later in
seems
the
to
year.
know.
I want to
Alright.
say they said they don't want to do any pre-order stuff, just in stock, which is
Oh, that'd be even
which I
cooler.
like.
Right.
I like that. So even though I have the prototype of this, I will be I'll get it.
Yeah.
So next up we have okay.
Whoa.
No, these are the asylums. Okay.
Right.
These went up for pre-order I think last year, which was
This stuff has been up for pre-order.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
like at least for a year.
Oh wow.
It was Karate Man, Sergeant Slaughter, Paul Orndorff, Tatanka, Black Tiger, and Eddie Guerrero. So a major Mark was asking, Mark Pugsley Toll was asking Asylum about these. Check this out, this response. Hey, Mark. We had hoped they would have been completed by now, and unfortunately, we're waiting on some stuff from the factory still. We hope we're in full production soon, but I don't want to put a date on them because we've had so many issues during Series 1 and now Series 2 that I don't want to promise something that will potentially come and go. Right now, things seem back on track, though. I totally understand the frustration in waiting, though. We're as frustrated as all the folks that pre-ordered. These haven't been started?
Man, it's just like sad
What?
for everybody. I feel bad for just everybody involved in this, right?
I just don't get it. Like,
Yeah.
Asylum, that's kind of what screwed up the original TNA Impact deal.
Holy smokes, that was last August.
Last August, and you haven't even started? That's, guys, it's inexcusable.
Yeah, like I said,
I mean,
feel bad. Just feel bad for everybody.
Oh, man. Something doesn't...
I also don't know if anyone really wants that version of Tatanka at all in life. But that's a whole other story.
I also don't know how they're doing it legally. That's another story.
Also another story, yes.
Because it was a Legends deal. But the Series 1 were okay. They weren't
Right.
bad. I like the Series 1. But the fact that these haven't...
Slaughter
even,
looks cool. I forgot about that.
Yeah, the fact that these haven't even been started, that's a little alarming.
Yes, to say the least.
Next up, we have Roy Lucier, Major Mark Roy Lucier, basically sneaking JBL into Mexico.
Oh my God.
Does Roy know you didn't see this, Brian?
No, what is
I
happening?
didn't see this either.
Yeah, he snuck JBL into Triple Mania.
And it's
Everybody knows Roy.
Yeah, what a legend.
That's pretty cool.
His response, how the hell do you breathe in this thing? Unreal.
That's great. Next up in follow-up, we have,
Dude.
we talked about it last week. Guys, if you're wondering,
Major marks are one of a kind.
Yeah.
Never cease to amaze me, but this one might have taken the cake of how many people responded to
it's
this.
the Bret Hart singlet on a human chest shirt that's available at Walmart with the sunglasses.
Last week, we proclaimed that nobody will ever get laid wearing this thing.
Well, and I also said I'd give $500 to someone who posted proof. Now I'm saying this. That it's over now. Like I've given out $500 twice. That's it. Two people. This is horrible to say, but it's true. Nathan Messi. Do we have the video that he posted for proof?
Is that what you sent me?
I sent that to you. Yes.
You want me to play this?
Yes, if you can. It's not a sex. I watched it already. It's not
All right. We're playing it right now.
Yeah, like we can't just have live
see what
sex
happens.
celebrations on our...
This man came to bed wearing this shirt. I still banged him.
All thanks to the Major Pod.
So, and I will say, Bob Burke. We can't show the photos that he
Bob
sent.
Burke. Yeah, we know Bob Burke went in.
Literally.
Literally
Like-
went in.
We could not even blur what's going on in these photos. But
Oh, man.
holy shit! Like he gave us proof.
Yeah.
So proof happened. Enough said. Yes,
It
did happen.
was. I don't think you can get more proof
Well,
than that.
I guess, when Broski and I are wrong, we're wrong. And we can admit it. You guys really shoved that one up our asses.
So,
Yeah.
Listen, I was the one who said $500, so I will pay personally from my account. And hold on one second. You okay, babe? No, I'm just. You want to podcast? You want to say hi to everybody? Well, I know because I'm not reading my text. We're doing the podcast. You can say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey,
Hear
Charles.
anyone? But we're getting a blind puppy. Do you guys know?
I heard. Well, I saw your post.
Okay, well, Mark doesn't.
I just heard.
You
Wow.
better tell them.
Okay, I will. Bye,
Okay,
babe.
bye.
Bye.
Is that going to be your favorite pet?
Oh boy. All right. Next up and follow up, we have, bro. Renee.
Wait, what?
Renee Paquette. She. Listen, we all thought this.
I'm
figure kinda
both
resembled
flattered and offended. This dress, the boots, y'all know I put in effort, you guys. I mean, I agree. This is a bootleg Renee Young figure at the end of the day, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Inspired by, for sure.
Right.
Yeah. It's funny that you would acknowledge it. Wait, there's
Oh, my
more.
God.
Oh my god.
They use those photos? So, like, they are trying to... Wow.
I totally get it.
She bought one.
Oh my god. That's great.
That's funny. I didn't see
Renee
that.
always a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
totally.
Right. Yeah.
She's awesome.
Trooper.
What else we got, D? Jamie Noble still posted about his Fig Fed, still shouting out the major pod, the major bendies. We love Jamie Noble. I want to get Jamie Noble a big rubber guy.
He's deep in his big fat, man. He's lost it.
I think it's unbelievable. He's a WWE producer, and he has
Fired
a Fig
up
Fed. I
about
love.
big
So he
rubber
must
guys.
have the best Fig Fed ever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Great at coming up finishes.
Damn, I said
storylines.
that Brett looks a lot better with actual pink tights.
Yeah.
Damn.
So you're saying we need Heath versus Jamie Noble in an FWF?
Oh man, that would
Holy
be
shit.
printing money.
Yeah, we got to get
An
Jamie.
LJN FWF Noble versus Heath.
Oh my god,
Holy fuck!
legendary.
They don't even have fucking microphones. They just have like a soup can on a string. They tell each other.
Oh shit.
Fuck, it'll be good.
Next up, we got, bro. We got to talk about this. Did you see this? The rocket firing Boba
I
Fett.
saw Padauer was all boned up about it, but
Yes, sold for $1,342,000. Unbelievable. This is like proof that vintage toys. I mean, listen. Of course, this is an exception, but there's money to be made on some of these things.
we don't know who bought it.
I'm not quite sure. No.
Oh.
So just a
So
random eBay. Just put on.
I think it's a cool. I mean, it's a cool thing for collectibles for sure, right? That something reached that stratosphere,
Yeah, that's kind of what Jeremy's saying in his post.
right?
What's crazy thing is there is a few versions of this. I think this is the best version of the Rocket Fire Boba Fett because me and Broski saw a version of this toy in Dallas Vintage Toys, in a very similar case. But the difference between that one and this one is that one was like not a prototype, but test shot version or whatever, Broski, right?
I don't know exactly what it was, but it wasn't this exact one, right?
Well, it was like the one color toy.
Oh, right. Okay, test shot.
Test shot. So it was a test shot of the Rocket Fire and Boba Fett. That's what he had at Dallas Vintage Toys. Still pretty cool to hold that in our hand, but this is like the real deal.
That's what like a functioning sample.
Yeah.
And graded 85 plus.
Woo.
So
Pretty cool. Okay.
Do you think any wrestling figure could ever get to a million?
I think
One day, maybe.
What would you speculate?
I was just going to say your Greg and Hammer Valentine.
Man, I would really.
It'd have to be
So-
something with the same story.
I don't want
right?
to get beat up by Greg Valentine, but it's just the star power isn't there.
Right.
Yeah.
Boba
And, like, I
Fett's
would
so
have to-
beloved in the Star Wars community. You know, like he's a top guy at this point. you know?
Yeah, you're right.
I've often thought about if I were to sell the Greg, like I would have to get it graded, because that's for the. If I really wanted it, first of all, I couldn't even sell it on one of these websites, one of these auction houses, unless it was graded.
Right, same.
You
Yeah,
know?
you're right.
So, I mean, I know it's authentic, but I would have to get it graded. It just helps with the presentation. Me personally, like, I don't want it graded because I want it like on the shelf, like with my Hasbro's. Like, this is the figure that was supposed to come out that never did. So I don't
Yeah.
want it in a case.
Yep.
But I might have to one day if I'm going to sell it. But
Crazy.
I could definitely see like a Hogan LJN, maybe maybe it's like a 5-back,
With the stand graded
Stand.
in a great condition. Yeah,
right?
potentially.
You never know. It's just
Pretty
wild.
cool.
Next up, we got nothing. What do we got next, D?
Oh, baby.
What? Can you put something on screen? All right, here we go.
Oh.
A little schedule that we talked about the past couple of weeks. We got the Monday toy hunt vlog on Mondays. The
Lobo's
major
Toys
rewind.
going up today, by the way.
Which one?
Lobo's. Your
Down Under.
town. Yeah.
Love it.
Last week was your visit to Dallas Vintage Toys, doing really well on YouTube. Check it out. We're trying to hit a vlog every Monday, and we're pretty much on target. So,
Guys, you're not gonna believe what just happened.
oh no,
My My notes just got deleted on my phone. My notes for the show.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
Can you click undo?
No, it's already they're gone. Oops. Well,
Well, the
Good
good thing
thing we
D
got
can
D. I already sent D
lead
the
us through the news here.
yeah, D's got it.
All right,
So-
I'll post what you sent D. Yeah, okay. Damn.
But I guess also the last thing I did want to say, we have the Major Pod cards, the Series 3 WCW ones. People haven't been getting them yet, so we're not going to spoil who's in the set.
No, yeah, let's keep the mystery alive until they get excited to crack.
Yeah, only 190 packs available, 21 cards to collect, 5 guaranteed autos in every single card, in every single pack, I'm sorry. And then once people start figuring out who's in the set, we'll release the numbers, like how many so-and-sos there are and how many so-and-sos there are. So
I don't know if this is a rib, but the Fig guy says shake your phone and they should come back.
yeah, it's already that tried, it didn't work.
Damn.
It didn't work. So yeah, it didn't work.
Okay. All right.
And then,
Man.
of course, this is probably the last week for Big Rubber Guys, or are we coming up with what's the date?
Let's look at the calendar here. You're talking about air date or recording date?
Well, when this drops Friday, how many more weeks do we have? Oh, so we'll
You'll
have
have
another
one
week, but here
more.
it is.
One more. There'll be one more following this one.
Series 9, Jeff Hardy, Harley Race with the NWA World's title. We thank NWA for the permission for that, and the Brooklyn Brawler. The pre-order is the order, of course, Joe Hendry. Make sure you get your Joe Hendry, but the Brawler, Harley Race, and Jeff Hardy look great. 3 different eras, 3 different, like completely different looking figures. So really cool.
Yeah, such a fun set to me.
And of course, Joe Hendry.
Say his name.
All right, let's go to the news. The news brought to you by Pabst Blue Ribbon.
The Major Pod Network has partnered with our favorite adult beverage, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Everybody needs some liquid courage to make their own weekly purchases. Scratch that figure itch and scratch that PBR itch.
If you're listening to this, you're already a major mark. Now it's time to become a major PBR mark.
Use hashtag MajorPBR and post your pictures and videos of you major marking out with some Pabst.
Pabst Blue Ribbon and the Major Pod Network, the tag team champions of the world.
Of the world.
Major PBR. Forever. Ooh, man. I was drinking some PBRs last night.
I love just a
ice
giant
cold PBR.
ice cold bucket backstage at Kowloon's and all over our interview stage. So
So good.
as it should be.
Chris Grocock says, so he won the VIP. Each live show we kind of do a little VIP ticket. It's not really a ticket; you win
a
the
raffle.
thing, and then you get to hang out in the back. He says, I have to put over Tim Sterling VIP PBR delivery service. He brought me multiple PBRs from the back all night. I didn't even know he was doing that.
What a
That's
legend.
awesome.
That's not part of the...
That's not part. Yeah, he got a little
Damn,
extra
Timmy.
deal ski.
Wow.
Jesus.
That's cool. All right, well, use the hashtag Major PBR each and every week. If we pick your picture or video, you'll get a little prize. Let's go, Mark.
We got Troy Hepker. I am Troy Hepker. He says, I don't know what else to do on a great Saturday afternoon besides smoke some meat, drink some PBR, and take pictures with my bendies.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Love
Love
that.
that.
Is that a 180 pack? Or is that...
Oh,
What
there's
does
no way.
180
It doesn't look big enough. I don't
No, it's
know.
a
We
12
gotta
pack.
ask him.
I don't
Is
know
this
what
some kind of
180
promotion we don't know about?
180 TM. I don't know. Something.
Not
We'll find
sure.
out.
I like it. All right, let's get to some news. First up, finally, from Figure Collection, we have the Mike Chioda with
Shipping?
an alternate variant card. I dig it, and I'm glad they included the alternate hands because I didn't necessarily like the pose they were. I don't. I mean, I'm sure Chioda does the 2 like that, but I don't. Like that's
Yeah, but it's more. I don't know. Toyota like Hasbro has to have the arm bent like that. I don't know.
no. I'm just.
I'll
I'm
take it.
saying. I'm saying the hand. He had like this. Do you see the hand I'm doing right now?
Like a edge, like rock and roll hands.
Yeah, that's the hand he's been promoting this figure with the whole time. I always thought it was a little weird, even though I'm sure Chioda has done that when he's doing the 2.
Right.
But now you have all these different options for the hands.
Got it. Okay.
I'm fine with the pose. The pose looks great.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Third man in the ring, Mike
Whoa.
Chioda. You're all out on retros besides Zombie, right?
Yes, I think that's the way it's going to be.
I will be getting one of these for sure. Next up, we got the Rougeos almost done for Mitch
good.
Hasseltoy. I don't hate them one bit.
No,
They look great.
Weird observation. I feel like their pictures should be like higher on the card.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
that.
like way too much black there at the top. But other than that, look cool. I mean, I'm interested to see how the final quality is.
And Rougeos is someone I definitely would want to add to the big rubber guys. So they definitely fit this retro era. But I mean, you look at those; they look like Hasbro's. So
Yeah, definitely.
you know,
And I love that it's a 2-pack.
I dig it. And then Mitch also showed off a couple other things. The British Bulldogs are being worked on right now. I mean, listen, I love the British Bulldog, but how many do you need?
There's a lot of bulldogs.
It's a lot of Bulldogs.
They look cool though.
They look good. They definitely look good. I can't say they don't look good.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god! Everyone in the chat saying, by the way, it's the 100th and 80th anniversary of PBR.
Oh, whoa.
Okay, yeah, I meant to say that. And also, they're
I didn't realize it was
promoting,
that long. Holy smokes!
and they're promoting a very special 180 pack. That's not the 180 pack, but they will have, or they do
will,
have
yes.
in stores.
I did see that. Now that we're talking
180
about
pack, yeah.
Wow. This Bulldog, I believe this is SummerSlam 92. Is this the one that's going to
Yes.
come out with Dan Hartsmith?
that looks good, man.
It looks great. I can't hate on it one bit. Is there anything else for news? I know it's a kind of slow news week. Oh, God. WWE Geeky Tikis.
Kind of like this.
I guess it's kind of counts as figures, right? Kind of.
It's a collectible.
It's a collectible.
For sure.
So it's Austin, Rock, Undertaker, Red and Yellow Hogan, NWO Hogan, Andre, Roman, and Warrior. So a good lineup.
I was
I thought
just gonna
Roman
say.
was Triple H for like the first time I saw this. But just really not for me. But if it's for you, great.
I actually collect tiki mugs. So
Really?
yeah.
You
This is
can get
not,
Warrior
this is
and
not a
Hogan?
mug, is it?
It's not a mug?
I don't know. I'm asking. Where's the hole?
Well, then I don't know what it is. I assumed it was a mug.
I assume
it was
it was
like a
a mug too.
statue.
So it's just a tiki style statue.
Oh, that's a little weird.
I could be wrong. I just don't see a hole or a handle, right? Or whatever.
I think Mark's right. I think it's just a statue. Now that I'm staring at it.
Joe Hersky
Oh,
says it's a mug.
Oh,
Chris Grocock
Chris
says
Grocock
it's
says
a
it's a
mug.
mug. Okay.
Okay.
All right, well, I think we can get the Warrior one. Hole in the back.
Drink out of the butt?
You put a straw in it. You know what I'm saying? You put a straw in it.
Got it. I do
Dump
kind of
a-
like the idea.
Dump a
of
Mai
this.
Tai in there.
I do love the idea of sitting on my deck on a summer day, drinking out of a Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever drank out of any tiki mug.
Oh, you
My
gotta go to
life.
Trader Sam's at Disney, bro. Oh, we didn't even talk about that. I'm not gonna bore you guys with my Disney trip that I had, but
Oh, I would love to hear about it. Maybe later.
maybe later.
But
you guys should just like FaceTime after the show. Then.
Brian, you did drink out of a tiki because one of the live shows, one of the merch things or the gift things was a Major Pod tiki cup.
What?
Yep, that's true.
Yes.
I have no memory of that
I
either.
think Live 14.
Yeah,
That
I
color?
have it, and I often drink out of it. If I ever make a fruity mixed drink, I drink it in the Major Pod tiki cup. Tiki cup.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You're
All
nuts.
right.
You're crazy.
Anything else for news, D? Oh, here we go. Speaking of retros, you can get them on August 22nd. And I believe these are just in stock. Live 14
Ye-
Kowloon, yeah.
Usually, yeah, that's how they do it. These 4-packs are like within the week you'll get your shipping notification, right?
Yes, it will have British Bulldog.
Yeah, I needed more for sure.
You have a Luncher Blaze, who I think looks really, really good. You have Shawn Michaels, which I don't think looks the best, but I'm fine with it. And oh man, this is my favorite one, the Isaac Yankum. Love it.
I do like that these are all 1995-ish incarnations of people, and it kind of fits as if Hasbro's were still going. So
Yeah, and the British
cool.
Bulldog. I think this is the first set where I'm only buying them to let them breathe, and will not be getting them in on card, and then I will be selling all my min on card retros and zombie sailors.
wow.
Wow, that is a big move.
I just don't see a world where I'll ever display them,
Yeah,
and it's just taking up space.
I'm getting close to that decision, but I haven't, because then I have to cut all these ones that I have signed. And they're like
Wait, why would you cut the signed ones? Oh, because the ones that you have signed in a bucket? You
They're
have
all
ones on the walls, don't you?
I don't hang up the signed retros, only signed Hasbro's.
Oh, that's wild. I did not know that.
But I mean, it's not like I have like, Rock and Triple H, but I do have some pretty cool ones.
What's the cutoff for you, age-wise or year-wise?
No, if it's retro, if it's not a modern guy, I get it to get signed, and I get one to open.
But you said you don't have Rock and Hunter?
I'm saying like I don't have I have it mint, but I don't have it signed. Like I don't have like some impossible ones to get,
And you don't have me signed, do you?
Not anymore, no, because you're a modern guy. I got rid of that. No. Oh my god, that one! Remember that one you signed for me a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe how low that went for and whatnot.
Like what? 35?
You've just hoarded those out for so long.
Oh, I hoard those out.
Oh my
time.
god! I think it's somewhere in the 20s. It went for.
Jesus, I'm
I
offended
know.
by that.
I know. It was beautiful too. It was nice. It was crazy.
Anything else, Steve? Oh, well, there's the box. Box looks nice.
And you know what's making me lean more towards this decision too? Is the plastic packaging now? Like really takes me out of it.
Honestly, hurt me too. I don't get two anymore because I feel like in my mind I don't need to.
Well, technically they have that tape where you will break the seal, but I just mean like it doesn't feel retro-y to me anymore. Like with that,
I agree.
Yeah, a little bit of the charm
I will 100%
goes away.
agree
It's
with
like
you on
it's
that.
more of like this is this product and not really so much of an homage anymore.
But I kind of like I kind of think of this retro set like that first set that was in Walmarts and stuff that had a bunch of problems. I think of that as like A, and then this is B, almost like a separate set because the box is different, the way they distribute is different. So the fact that I have a big tote in my storage unit of all of that A set is like I look at that as like a complete set, and I'm keeping it for value later.
I see what you're saying. Like you end it with the diesel set.
Boom. And then these I get, and I happily put on my shelf open, but I don't get a second. That's just kind of what I've been doing.
I'm afraid that when I sell mine, that like some of them have fallen off the card.
No
or they
question.
will fall off the card when I'm mailing them out.
Oh,
Could
dude.
happen.
It's whenever I sell old school retro, like on Whatnot or something, I'll put it in Defender, and then in the Defender, I'll put bubble wrap in there to keep it like tight, and then I'll even use like painter's tape to close the Defender because that's how
what
like
I have to do.
yeah, they're so fragile.
Oh man. Anything else, D?
Oh, baby.
Freedom Labs. Please hold.
The DMCA. Oh, yeah. Look at this.
Podcast? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Over, D?
Well, I'm just some notes that you guys. I mean, I watched the interview. So yeah, Mattel's Steve Ozer and Magic Olmos, new to the Mattel brand after 6 years.
He's back.
Wow, that AEW line is in trouble, huh?
Whoa, that's serious? Magic went back to Mattel.
Magic is like Cody Rhodes, bro. He was there. He went to AEW for a little bit, and then he saw the writing on the wall and came running back.
Pump the brakes. That for real?
That's real, yeah.
I didn't know. Wow. He also looks like corporate magic here.
It's an older
Corporate magic.
Yeah,
That's his new gimmick.
Probably when he was with Mattel or.
I'm like, why do the new
first 2 years
AEW
ago.
figures look like Squishmallows? What happened? Oh, there's no one who likes wrestling designing them anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, so Magic will now be working on assisting with the exclusive figures, the retail exclusive, so the Monday Night Wars, probably the Legends as well. So items like that. And so Steve did show off some new details, share some new details. So the Imperium 2-pack that's available now on Mattel Creations for pre-order, that will include a trifold insert similar to the Ringside Collectibles ones, and it will have like the Imperium entrance video.
That's cool.
Like backdrop. And then for the headbangers, they will have
That's really cool.
the trifold background for Raw's War. And he didn't open up the sample, but the ECW banner will be included with the Dudley Boys as well.
That's cool. Yeah.
That's sick.
And he showed an
people
in-package
are
sample.
saying that Jazzwares told him it was time for a Smartmer figure, and he quit.
That's for sure what happened then.
Damn.
Yeah. That's the new Triple H Ultimate.
Yeah, this is a first in package sample of that. So
I don't like that they do the T-shirts like in a triangle like that.
And not tan enough, I can already tell.
I also think not jacked enough.
Yeah,
and that's a new torso for him.
It's also at an angle.
Right. Well, not the best shot, we're saying, but anyway.
Yep. And
That's
then for what was shown in terms of new product new info. And then we got
Steve on the show.
I was going to say,
It's been a while.
Why don't we get the material guys?
Been a while. Let's do it.
Well, I think they're also doing another podcast as well. They're going on Podcast Row, so yeah, they're going on all these different podcasts.
Come to Major Wrestling Podcast, Steve.
Yeah, what the hell?
Open invite.
Also, we'll invite him. And the last but not least, we revealed some upcoming lineups to Big Rubber Guys November. Bad News Brown and the Rock and Roll Express. Rock and Roll Express will have the tag team championships with them, the NWA titles with them. Also in January, this is not a gimmick. Brian signed the contract live on stage. It will be Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, and Missy Hyatt in January. And Steve, we don't have those pictures?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Zoning a little bit.
Wait a second.
So it's going to be Missy Hyatt. It's going to be cool because we're going to do her like Liz with the skirt, like the fabric skirt. It's going to be a combo of like Liz and Mean Gene. She's also going to be holding a microphone to do like some announcing too, like she is known for. And then just signed Bruiser Brody. Coming soon.
Super excited about that.
2025 to Big Rubber Guys. Very, very excited about that. We haven't decided yet what we're going to do for the chain. D, what do you think we should do for the chain? Real chain or JYD style chain?
JYD style. So you're going to have to tool that puppy.
Oh, boy, that's going to be a pain in the butt.
We'll figure it out.
Man. Pretty damn cool, man. All right, we got some ringside news. Luckily, I still have John's text message since I lost my notes. We got new in stock, Jeff Jarrett. We'll talk about it a little bit. The AEW Ringside exclusive. Back in stock from the Vault Series 1. Ringside exclusive featuring DX Triple H, DX Shawn Michaels, the Dudley Boys, Undertaker, Kane, John Cena, and Ultimate Warrior. Coming in soon, Unmatched 10 with Adam Copeland, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks. And up next is the Ringside Top 10. This episode of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has been brought to you by Ringside Collectibles, the #1 online retailer of WWE action figures.
Go to WrestlingFigures.com and make a purchase, and when you do, use discount code MAJOR at checkout to save 10%.
Ringside Top 10. Brand new figures, how much did you spend? Ringside Top 10. 40 figures, exhausting mailmen. Ringside Top 10. Another sale, Sami Zayn's #1 again. Ringside Top 10. Use code MAJOR for discount at the end.
Number 10, John Cena, Ultimate Edition 22. Number 9, LA Knight, Elite 108. Number 8, Scott Steiner, Elite 105. Number 7, Seth Rollins, Elite 112. Number 6, the 10-pack of display stands from Mattel Figures. Number 5, Rhea Ripley, Elite 110. Number 4, Cody Rhodes, Ultimate Edition 21. Number 3, Jeff Jarrett, Ringside Exclusive. Number 2, JD McDonough, Elite 112. And number 1, CM Punk, Money in the Bank 2011.
Reminds me, we got to pick a winner for my JD McDonough giveaway from the YouTube.
Oh, I can't believe you remembered that.
Well, I got him sitting here in the bag, so I won't forget.
We'll pick it.
He's all bagged up for someone to win. But yeah, let's do that.
All right, and up next, weekly purchases brought to you by Major Bendy's.
Big match at my house? I'll bring my guys. You have yours. I've got Sergeant Slaughter. And I got Ric Flair. Woo! Here's Andre the Giant. And here's Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. Brian Meyer, and Matt Cardona.
They're so real. Can you tell the difference?
Roster cut. Video silent.
Big rubber guys. They're for real.
Each sold separately on MajorBendies.com.
Big rubber guys. Collect them all. All right, guys, MajorBendies.com. Get your Big Rubber Guys, get your Joe Hendry, and use the hashtag MajorBendies. If we pick your picture or video, you'll get a prize. Who wins?
Here we go, Major Bendies. Chris Krokock.
Look at that.
Look at that. Added Jerry Lynn, Francine, and Joe Shoes to the autographed Major Bendies collection. Holy crap, look at that. The Joe Shoes looks great with the... If you're watching, this is the first time you're kind of seeing the packaging, in hand. The brand new Joe Shoes Bendy. Look at his inscription. It's got a little heart on it. Jerry Lynn was there to sign Bendies yesterday.
Shoes told me that there's so much going on with this figure and that packaging that only really white looks great to sign it with. By the way,
it does. Yeah, that does look great. Good job.
Yeah, I mean, I'll talk about this real fast. Brian talked about them all last week, but I just got the newest Major Bendies, the Captain Joe Shoes, the ringside exclusive Nick Nemeth, Paul Walter Hauser, the upcoming Major Bendies exclusive Mark Marrow, the QT. I got the bloody and not bloody Shane Douglas, the bloody and not bloody Mikey, bloody and not bloody Francine, and then here it is, Jerry effing Lynn. Man, Brian, you were right. Doing the pose is the way to go.
Oh, man, it was cool to talk that out with him on stage yesterday too, where he was, telling about the moment and the idea of it, and really sweet.
Very cool. And then I think after I had a couple too many Mai Tais, I promised Joe Shoes a Big Rubber Guy. So
here we go.
Oh boy,
we'll see. So I finally got the MJF and Mox 2-pack.
Yeah, you were showing pictures.
I was pleasantly surprised by the MJF. The Mox, it is what it is. I don't know why he looks like he's ill or something. I'm not keeping that or collecting it, whatever. I was very, very impressed with this soft, because my first thing I thought was oh no, he's going to be just stained completely, but the entire inside is this gold kind of material.
Oh,
so that's not there. So pretty sweet figure. It comes with the microphone, the ring hand.
The robe looks awesome.
This is the gear that he won the title in from that match. Little high sockage, white boots. Looks great.
Great.
The only the robe is, here's more shots of the robe. The robe is really high quality. I was shocked at how nice it was.
I like that they went back to his better face, actually.
Yeah, the scan is good. Yeah, the only thing,
there was one with the face wasn't that great.
The only thing that's head scratchy about this, and it must have been a mistake. If you can see here, the pegs they used to attach his boots, they're black. So if you move it in any which way, you can see black.
Damn.
If you were just standing him normal, can you see?
A little smidge comes through. Do you see that?
Yeah. Huh. That is weird.
So, a little weird. But other than that, I'm very happy with this. I need another one. It's sticker. I have, of my students, I still collect all their exclusives, basically. Mint. So that it technically has a sticker. So if anyone's got a minty mint one to not be opened, I'll be in the market of buying it off you. Also got very much anticipated, finally, from Jazzware's Vault. Dem boys are in the house. These fucking rule. I'm so pumped to finally have the Briscoes in my collection, man. I always feel like the Briscoes are the ones that got away from me and Broski. I wish we had a tag match with them when we were supposed to, and I can't remember if they didn't have the date or we didn't have the date or something. And obviously, unfortunately, Jay's no longer with us.
So to work him in Ring of Honor, then Ring of Honor got sold.
So, but then an indie approached us a year later. Remember, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can't remember if they didn't have the date or we didn't have the date or something happened where it just couldn't shake out. But they rule. Jay's one of my favorite wrestlers, man. Ever. I just always appreciate his work from afar. And we weren't buddies by any means, but I just always dug him. So it's cool that he finally has a 6-inch badass real figure. Honestly, when I think of them, I don't think of them in these jackets. I'm probably not going to display them with these jackets and the dog collar
no
stuff.
staining issues?
No. Okay. So let's mention all this. The belts and the figures were not stained and nothing was messed up. But I've seen plenty of pictures that are. Like I've seen the misprinted belts and stuff. And then also, I think I'm going to display them without the jackets also because their tattoos are so cool and I think they should be seen. Not like covered up in these jackets. I'm not even the biggest ROH nerd, but I was like, I don't think they ever held these belts. And I made a thread in our Patreon. Everyone's like, no, they didn't. Like, they never had those belts. Those are the belts now. So cool added value. Obviously,
Mary Kate said that they did win them like that.
No, they never held this design.
Oh, okay.
So
interesting.
Cool added value. Obviously, like these belts exist, and you would want them if you're actively playing or collecting. AEW and Ring of Honor stuff, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool. This is like, a home run from Jazzware's vault, dude. So I'm pumped to finally just have them in my collection.
I also hope so. This is like almost like recent Briscoes, right? This is the match they had against FTR, the dog collar match.
It's Jay's last match, correct?
Right. So you also would hope, or at least I would, to get like some retro Briscoes. In a world where they're making
possible.
Right,
retro,
which
Jerry
I would want. I would want those too, to be honest with you.
I would love like Jay winning the bell, old school Mark Briscoe, old school Briscoes, right? That would be cool. And then they did show a picture of it, but you definitely need a new Mark Briscoe too, like the single star. And don't freaking tell him I said this, but he's literally one of my favorite wrestlers. I mean, the pop he gets
they're both
everywhere.
awesome. Dude. They're just awesome. They're awesome dudes, awesome wrestlers. Just
His
like
promos.
Their promos
fun.
That was like one of the first things that really drew me to the Briscoes when the promos were so real and fun and fucking different as hell, man.
Yeah, unbelievable. Want to talk about the Jeff Jarrett?
It's my only other purchase.
I have nothing else, so you guys go for it.
Here it is. First off, packaging is so cool. It's kind of unlike anything I feel like they've really done for Jazzwares and Ringside.
Jazzwares Ringside exclusive Jeff Jarrett.
But it doesn't have like a flap or a shell. It just is what it is, which I think is great. Like, get it signed, give him his deal, Alternate head, the guitar. I'm already shook, guys. I saw this when I was driving home.
Bro,
No.
same.
Look at that.
No.
It's a
Look at
breakable
that.
guitar.
Wow.
Listen, I'm fine with it being breakable if it's easy to put together.
Right. Let's see if this is going to be like something that the bane of my existence. But if I can't just like put it.
He has to have a breakable guitar. He has to.
I know, but like, can I just pose it with it where it's not going to just fucking evaporate?
You have to be so careful with the Mattel ones.
The Mattel one is. We've discussed many times. The Mattel guitar is like one of everyone's least favorite things of all time.
Like, see, he has a smiley face and a serious face.
Oh,
I'll show that in a second. There is a lot of
look at
plastic.
This is so simple but awesome. This reflective. Like, that's how you make a figure pop, man.
Yeah, it looks good.
That's all eyes on me right there. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way to do it. Oh, boy. I'm, like, scared to fuck. Oh, man. This is, like, wildly similar. It feels like the same thing, actually.
Oh!
How you doing, Mark?
I'm trying to get the hands out.
I'm covered in
my guitar shattered in a million pieces. Look at how
covered in guitar pieces over here.
Look how much plastic he has on his body, which is safe. But like his whole arm is covered with plastic. The feet,
honestly,
so he
I'd rather that and then have like an issue where it's all fucked up. So,
100%.
I can already tell this robe is sick.
Oh my god, yeah, it's like that pleather. It's like
very high quality. Oh my god.
Plastic off.
This thing is in there. Holy shit.
I certainly don't want serious face Jeff Jarrett. I'm going to have the smiley. He just did
asshole face.
Oh
my god, I love this. I can already tell. Oh baby.
Oh, I can't wait to get mine. That looks incredible.
Ain't I great? Can I get all this plastic off him?
So
holy
much plastic.
God. Does he have like the?
He has his Memphis hands.
Yep.
Yep. And he's got.
So he's got the these hands with
Yeah.
with whatever, and then he's got these hands. So this is the strut,
Yeah.
and this is the
pose, right? Oh my God, this is so exciting.
strut.
You know what? I was bummed about the guitar, but I'd rather use these hands, and he can't hold the guitar anyway.
No, I think you got to hold one guitar and one.
What does he do when he comes out? He holds the guitar out?
I guess he does do like the guitar's in a hand, and then it's in the other hand.
That's what I would want to do.
Yeah. I don't know if that's going to be possible. Or at one time, and you got to walk, you got to tiptoe away from your
Holding
fucking
the guitar
detail.
in the back of the box.
That's the pose on the
like
ropes. That one, yeah. There's honestly guitar pieces everywhere. I don't even know if I've collected them all. Oh man, I love this figure.
This is the exact same guitar. Like they went to a.
It's like it's like
it's holding together a little bit better though.
It's like Mitch style, where like you just tell him exactly. just here, make this. Wait a sec. What? I might have got. Do you have 2 piece hands?
Yes.
I must have got a mess up. I have 2. My 2 rights are.
Oh, let me see.
Unless they're all.
No,
like
you got to mess up. Mine's good.
Oh damn.
Damn.
All right, let me see. Do you think I can put this guitar on together before we're done here?
I mean, this is riveting audio, guys.
I mean, it's just like it's not easy.
Yeah,
Those are real as pain in the butt.
The guitar is impossible. This is.
Oh my God.
What the frick? It's like a puzzle.
It's
what goes to what?
I like the old WCW like Toy Biz guitar, but even that one's a little annoying too.
But it's man, oh boy, I don't know.
I don't know how this is
ever going back together again.
Is it crazy to super glue it?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, it is what it is. Dude,
Okay,
what does that actual instruction say that we didn't read?
It says, "Do not take it apart."
No, what does it say? All right, I think I'm close here, guys.
I got it. Back together. Okay.
Yeah, that looks nice. Look at that. Look at that. That's it right there. That's beautiful.
Love it.
You guys get anything? Oh yeah, look at that.
Got him.
Yeah.
One of my wrestling heroes, Double J, ringside exclusive discount code.
Wait to get that.
Major. This, by the way, this is really nice. Soft goods.
Yep.
Really sweet.
I mentioned this last week. I was not at my house. I did get that Alex.
Oh yeah.
I was going to open it, but we're going late. Just know, guys, I'm opening that in a second.
There you go.
Opening a Chase Alex
This is
Reynolds.
a great one. This is a great piece that I got, courtesy of Michael Dawkins. I got a signed Gina Carano Cara Dune Mandalorian figure.
That's awesome.
He went to something where she was signing, and he got it signed. So we were kind of talking before he went up, like, do you want her to just sign Gina Carano or Gina Carano and the character? And it seems like, after talking to Kinnick, what most Star Wars people do is they sign their signature of their real name, and then underneath they print the character. So that's what
I think that's cool.
I think
cool
it
way
looks
to do it.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So I would write Matt Cardona, then just write Matt Cardona.
Yes.
Like it.
The last thing I wanted to bring up, because a little random topic thing. So I told you guys I collect the sealed collector's editions of World of Warcraft. There's 10 games, okay? Now here's the thing, right? This is what it looks like. This is what one of them looks like, sealed in the box, okay? These are worth good amount of money. This is how they are. The new one just came out. I just got it in the mail for the brand new thing. It is not sealed.
What?
All of them, all 10, are sealed. The brand new one just came, not sealed. You can just open it up. And I am really annoyed with that.
Yeah.
It makes me not want to do the collection anymore. Why would they change something like that?
So what does it look like now? Do you have it?
Yeah, it's just what I just showed you, but not sealed. So this is the new one, and it has no seal, and you could open it up. Whatever.
That's
just opens like a book. Really annoying.
Did it come in like an outer box or anything?
Yeah, it's like a little slip-on outer box thing.
Well, maybe that's the seal.
I guess, but it's just plastic. I mean, it's just paper that you slip in, but it's not. It's just not uniformed anymore, and it makes me really annoyed.
Yeah.
Especially for a collector's edition, you would hope that they would keep some
right.
uniformity.
I get it.
All right,
Anything
that's
else?
it for me.
All right, so let's go to Major Mark purchases of the week.
Brought to you by our good friends at the law offices of Smart Mark Sterling.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Mark Sterling, the most famous professional wrestling lawyer. Have you or someone you loved been run over by a tattooed maniac? Have they been kicked in the nose by a legendary Mexican luchador? Have they been clotheslined in the throat by a Japanese heavyweight champion? Have they been jumped on by a time-traveling portal-jumping hacker? Probably not, but I also do wills and estate closings. Call now. I'm not just an injury attorney. I'm an injured attorney that will fight to get you the settlement that you deserve.
Call 347-SMART-40 to speak to Sterling. Operators are standing by.
Hablo español.
Hey guys,
All
check
right.
this out. Don't mind me. I'm just strutting on by.
All right, here we go. Guys, a lot of people posted about these, about the live show. Obviously, a lot of people had a great time at the live show. This is from Chris Sullivan. You want to talk about Major Mark purchase? Has to be Major Pod Live 20. What an amazing show. What a fantastic night. Great guests, great friends, and Major Laughs was able to get Andy to sign his rookie card. Oh, I forgot about that.
Bro, Andy had a line, and I saw him sign it because I had to put the Ringside raffle stuff out there. And then he came to the back and goes, man, I must have signed 50 cards. He was so fired up.
Did it for free, too.
Yeah.
But Dawkins got us some signed Andy cards. Was able to get Andy to sign his rookie card. Had Broski and Smart Mark signed cards. Jerry Lynn signed a bloody Major Bendy. Picked the Major Smoke, a System Cup, and won the AW Chase Ethan Page. Always a great night at Kowloon. Hopefully it was not the last. Ringside raffle, by the way, gave away some bangers. There's an Alex Chase and Ethan Chase, which
Some
I never
awesome
saw.
stuff, yeah. Shout out to Ringside
thank you, Ringside.
Collectibles.
All right, this was cool. We saw this. We talked about it a bunch. One of our best ultimate gifts, Tom Sheehan. I flew in from Indianapolis to Boston for Live 20 during the meet
Something
and
about
greet.
this really pisses me off. I'll say it afterwards. Go ahead.
Okay, I added 5 autos to the Major Pod Hal Haney print. Shoes, Jay George, Mark, as well as Matt and Brian's second time autographing the print for their Stomp characters. I currently have 14 autographs on the print. It's a fun autograph item. Maven's handsome face got the drunk broski treatment. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah, Maven don't have much room there.
That's what I'm upset about. A, I wasn't drunk then. That's a nice signature. And where else am I going to sign it?
On your
Am I going
face.
to cover my own
Smaller?
face?
Well,
Just like
yeah,
smaller over like the
You
gun.
could have done a little smaller, probably, I would say, but whatever. What are you mad about?
Yeah.
That he said I was drunk and I gave him a drunk signature. It's a nice signature.
It doesn't look the best.
I didn't realize this, Brian.
It doesn't look like the one down below, broski, if you want to do the math there on that. It's quick detective work there.
So Phil Cardigan moved away? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, his wife
Where'd he
got a
go?
job. He's in North Carolina now.
I had no idea. And you know what? I was
His career's
thinking.
over?
What?
His career is over?
He's said he still wants to do indies and stuff, so TNA's coming to the Carolinas. Maybe I'll get him some work, some extra work.
That'd be great. All right,
This is
LaPuma's
nuts.
back. He said he had an unbelievable time at Fanatics Fest NYC. We didn't talk about that, but Fanatics had a wild situation. A lot of the WWE wrestlers sold out. Just awesome event from a lot of people.
Papa Bear Paul went and said he felt like it was way more wrestling stuff than like sports stuff, which I couldn't believe. I thought it'd be the complete opposite.
Yeah, I heard that only the wrestlers were the ones that sold out too of some of their meet and greets.
It also, the prices were on earth as compared to like athlete prices that are,
I heard something about, and we'll talk about him later. Mark Hamill being a lot of money to
I
sign
saw the
things.
picture. I couldn't believe it.
Anyways, he says, I had purchased 2 autos for Hulk Hogan and had a hard time deciding on what to bring to get signed. I finally went with the VHTF Mr. Maker mask. which he signed in red over the white star. Then it was the main event. I brought the 1987 LJN toy title. Hulk was definitely impressed, as he hadn't seen one in ages. He then used the knob multiple times to switch from the nameplates back to his picture. Not going to lie.
I would have been so nervous.
He said, not going to lie, I was a little nervous. Told him I will be at Karaoke Clearwater on the 26th, which will be exactly the 5-year anniversary of my dad's passing. Bittersweet, as it was my dad who always brought me to MSG to see Hulk Hogan and bought me every LJN and Hasbro figure imaginable. But I know he's looking down and loving every moment.
Wow,
nice.
That's cool. I hope Lim Puma has a great time over there.
He's working over here.
All right.
Oh, that's what he's got to do. Karaoke. Everybody's working for the weekend.
Everybody's working for the weekend. Jeff Noyes says, at Terrificon, I had the opportunity to meet Sergeant Slaughter. I got him to sign my Sarge sketch by Larry Hama, legendary Marvel Comics artist and G.I. Joe writer. The Otto looks sick on this sketch. That's pretty cool. That's a very unique item.
Why does he have like the broski, I haven't shaved my back in 2 weeks, like
that's weird.
Fuzz? Yeah.
Broski, I think this is going to be a little discussion. I think it's kind of neat.
Okay.
Oh,
boy.
Oh, my God. You scared everybody with how good your Mickey Mouse was.
Yeah.
Matt Gilbert said, had this idea months ago and finally got it done yesterday at Fan Expo Chicago. I met Patrick Warburton. That is David Puddy from Seinfeld and Joe from Family Guy, okay? Who is known to Disney park nerds as Chief Flight Attendant Patrick from the Soarin' ride, okay? Well, it's not officially Soarin' merch. I got him to sign this Pilot Mickey Funko and inscribe his iconic line from the pre-ride video package. Nice work, pal. He had never seen the Funko before, so it was cool to get to show him that as well. Awesome and unique addition to my Disney park collection. What do you think about this, Broski?
It's not for me, but I'm fine with it. You know, I think that's the best part about collecting. You can make your own rules.
I like the idea of it, and it's a great story, right?
Oh, it's a great story. I would love if they made like Funko Pops, because they do make a lot of Disney World, Disneyland themed Funko Pops. Like, I think they could make some of those characters from the things that Brian hates, the cues. Brian doesn't like a cue.
I love a good cue.
Whatever you just said might as well have been in another language. I have no idea what's going on.
Well, I just had a great time in Disney World. It was unbelievable. My most magical time yet.
All right, let's pause and just talk about that. Let's just go. Let's just go. I want to hear it. Okay. All right. Nate Mead says, Mark, I got X-Men itchy after seeing the new Deadpool Wolverine. Have you seen that yet, Broski?
I did. I enjoyed it.
I have not seen it.
I really appreciated it more. Listen, I like the Marvel movies. I like the superhero movies, but I'm not so into it. So I didn't catch all the Easter eggs. I didn't catch all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, obviously, I knew that's Blade. There's certain things like that.
Yep.
But the deep cuts I didn't get until I was reading about it afterwards. I really appreciated the attention to detail.
Cheap plug, or just actually not cheap. New Rock Stars on YouTube is a channel. They're unbelievable, and people probably know about them. They have millions of subscribers. They do unbelievable Easter egg videos. They'll do one after like a Star Wars episode. They do one after movies, whatever the hell. If anybody wants to learn things that they missed in movies or shows, New Rock Stars does unbelievable breakdowns. That's really fun. So watch the Deadpool Wolverine Easter egg breakdown, broski. You'll love it. Okay.
Yep.
Back to this. He got itchy and sent out a few of his 1992 Marvel Universe Series 3 cards to get graded of a few of my favorite characters. Got back better grades than I expected with his PSA 9 for each card of Cyclops, Jean Grey, and Phoenix. This was the first set of X-Men cards I started collecting back in 1992 and is awesome to have a few graded, displayed, and slabbed to represent such a great and fun time in my childhood. Slab me Daddy Myers. I love this. Those are my favorite cards.
I love those cards, and obviously I love slab cards, so sweet.
All right, last one here. He did it.
Wow.
Eddie Zawatsky decided to take a trip to Chicago Fan Expo this past weekend to meet Luke motherfucking Skywalker himself, who is also known as the voice actor of Joker, Mark Hamill. Over 75,000 people attended this con, and I would say Hamill drew the house. This was Mark Hamill's second con appearance since 2017. He recently returned to the con scene last November in San Francisco. I was able to get a Luke Skywalker Funko sign and a Batman Beyond Return of the Joker movie poster autographed, but most importantly, I was able to commemorate the moment with a photo with Hamill and the first person who showed me my first Star Wars movie, my dad.
That's really cool.
No mention of the price, but I heard the price was $700.
You know what? You do something cool like that with your dad and make a memory that lasts a lifetime. Like, who cares how much money you spend? Right?
Well, pretty crazy. All right.
And up next is the Q&A. All right, guys. Ask us your questions every single week. Use the hashtag AskMajorPod. If we answer your question, we'll give you a little prize. What do we got, Mark?
Dear Major Pod, I just bought the Jeff Jarrett from Ringside Collectibles. How do you build the guitar?
Okay, let's have a quick discussion. We've talked about this before, but I want to put out the August 2024 official Major Pod decision on this question.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Stephen Breach says, at Stevie Breach, how do you know what kind of pens to get cards signed with? A lot of the new ones have all that gloss on them. I remember when Broski did his, but a shirt, get an autographed card back in the day, he said he had to run an eraser over them to sign with a Sharpie. Okay. So I also wanted to put in here, we had a couple discussions yesterday. You know, obviously these signings, we end up signing figures, cards, flags, shirts, and I know that we all have preferences on certain kinds of pens and what goes on what. So let's go through it all. I know he said cards, but let's talk about kind of what's on our mind with that.
I'm a Posca guy. I understand why people don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
People say, "Oh, it scratches off." Well, don't scratch your autograph.
Right. I have no problem with that.
You know,
because theoretically, you're not putting anything on it.
Okay, that is a problem though, because if you're not educated, you're gonna fuck it up. Right.
Why would you scratch an autograph though?
If you're not educated, you'll probably put a bad Sharpie on a window, which would be terrible.
Which, I mean, like if you get a card signed or you get a figure signed, it should be in a top loader or defender anyway, right?
Well, you're watching this video, so you're getting educated.
Right.
So don't put anything on your goddamn signature.
And the reason
goddamn
that
case.
I personally like Poscas is because they're, to me, the brightest, right?
Yes.
For sure. I think that's undeniable. But in that sense, like not everyone is a diehard autograph hound and knows all this stuff. Like they will scratch it if you don't know. Or if you're doing like at high volume, like if you're banging stuff out and like they get stacked or whatever or something, they're going to get messed up.
Right.
Right. And then, you know, there's a lot of major marks who don't like Posca, who prefer either the Sharpie or the fancy. I think the Sharpie is kind of like you jerked off too many times in a day. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't look good, in my opinion.
I hate it.
I've just never been a fan.
Yeah.
It's
nothing
like the
I've ever
fancies
signed.
I like. Fancies I've grown fond of because they dry very fast. Fancies dry very fast. They're not as bright as Poscas, but they're bright enough, and they don't scratch.
So Brian, your official stance right now is Posca on a card. So say if you're doing a Hasbro or you're doing a zombie, if it's going on the paper, you do a Posca. If it's going on the window of something, you prefer a fancy.
No, Posca for sure, not on plastic, because that's like too scratchy. You know what I mean? Automatic.
So then maybe
then I'm
Posca,
fancy.
I guess if you're desperate, fancy, preferred on a window. But then what about the cards? Because I did a Sharpie on one of the cards yesterday, and it like bubbled up immediately. You know what I'm saying?
So that's another like wild ride. Like you just don't know.
Wipe it off.
You know, the industry standard has always been blue Sharpie, right? That's the most professional thing on a trading card.
Okay,
but
trading card. Blue
I've seen and I've signed some cards in paint pens that look fucking awesome. They pop and it's cool. So you know. So
my upper deck card that I sold on my last whatnot, I had like 20 of them, and I started to sign them with the blue Sharpie, and because of the gloss, it just didn't work. It was like bubbling up. So then the only thing that I could get to work on those cards were Poscas. But obviously you have to wait for them to dry.
Wait, yeah.
We had an issue.
And then put them in a thing.
A Posca takes a long time to dry.
Yes, especially on a glossy card.
Yeah.
We had an issue with the Morrison cards that we did.
Yeah, sometimes we just can't get them got like nothing works. It's like crazy. Yeah.
And like the question said, like back in the day, I had all these Topps cards that I was giving away if you bought my T-shirt, and I had to use like a pencil eraser. But that's like I think damaging the card.
Yeah, not damaging, but not ideal, right? If you're, yeah.
One technique that I found, if you get a bendy, case fresh, open the box, pull a bendy out, have a perfect Posca ready to go. Sometimes it bubbles.
Sometimes it does, yeah.
Streaks.
Yes.
But what I found a way to fix that is if I just rub my hand on the...
Yeah, the oils from your hand kind of counteract the oil that's on that fresh bubble, yeah.
Yeah, I figured I was getting a plastic film off of it or whatever.
Something like that, yeah.
If you just do this for like 10, 15 seconds on a bendy, the Posca will work. So that's something that you can think about while you're in line. You just kind of like wipe a film away from the...
I would say 9 out of 10 times the fancies, that's what I mean, you can neglect the fancies for the bendies. They don't bubble up.
Got it.
I think sometimes...
Not every time, but 9 out of 10, I would say.
I think sometimes the fancies look like too watery.
Right.
Yeah,
so, which I don't like.
Certain colors of fancy just don't pop. They're just not what they should be.
And on an 8x10, if there's not that much color, if it's like one of those old school white 8x10s, like I definitely prefer just like a black Sharpie.
I love paint pens. So
the thick Sharpie, like WWE, Cena, Cody before the show style. Like it looks so nice.
Yeah,
I'm not into it, man. I'm a more paint pen guy. Like we come to my table and you don't say anything, I'm gonna paint pen my 8x10. I think it just pops and looks cooler.
I have since switched to going to. It depends on the photo, but if
that's what's same with me.
9 times out of 10, I'm doing the thick boy Sharpie too. And also because these fans 9 times out of 10 are not educated, and they're how many times have you signed something and they like put the two 8x10s together? The figure, I'm like, my God.
Every time I meet someone, I say, please give this a moment to dry.
Yeah.
I'll try my best, but that doesn't guarantee anything, right? I think at the end of the day, my consensus on this is preference and care, right? You have to know what physical care needs to be done to keep something preserved, or just don't be an idiot, or then you have to do certain things.
Yeah. Sweet.
All right.
Great question.
All right, Matt's question, Brendan Dickey _94. Did I say that this was Stevie Breach? Yeah, okay. Listening to the pod from 28/04/23. And Matt Cardona mentioned, what will it be like when we get the Monday Night War lineup without the WCW Nitro stage getting backed? So the question is, how does everyone feel now, over a year later, that the stage wasn't backed?
Pissed.
Because we're getting cool WCW figures?
I mean, we're getting sick figures, and I wouldn't have displayed the stage anyway, so, like, I'm fine,
I'm not happy about it because...
And didn't we get the Bischoff? We got the Bischoff.
Bischoff wasn't with the stage.
What was with the stage? Oh, that's Steiner. Okay, we still don't have a... Wait, right? Was the Big Papa Pump Steiner?
Big Papa Pump was one of them. And then the other one, there was a WCW Hogan. We got the Ray. We're going to get the Warrior in elite form instead of Ultimate.
Okay,
the DDP in elite form instead of Ultimate.
It's a matter of time, right, before we get that, and then who cares?
I think it would have been so cool. But I think the problem is, well, now, what are they going to try to make?
They haven't even tried since, right?
No, they will. Steve has talked about it, that the plan is, you try something one year, it comes out the next year, then you try something the next. So it's like they alternate years. So next year will be the launch year.
Right.
But what is it going to be?
Attitude Era. Like we talked about this.
It has no bearing on me because I don't have the real estate to display something that ginormous. So
you don't think you'd get it anyway if it came?
I'd probably get it, keep it in the box, and leave it in my storage unit. So it's like not very thrilling for me as a collector.
Yeah,
and I mean, what I really would need it for, like but I display the entranceway from the whatchamacallit, the new what was that called?
The new gen, what was that called?
New gen, yeah, the new gen I actually display
as well, yeah.
Yeah, because that's cool as fuck. And not like overwhelmingly huge.
Right.
Yeah, I think they should do something that can be, and even the Nitro one, the way they you could have displayed it in full or in pieces. It has to be like, you can do it the whole way, like.
Yeah, there's a compromise for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have displayed the Nitro stage, I think. Very similar to the way that I displayed the New Gen stage.
I would have found a way to display it, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
All right, Brian.
It's a shame because we got the ring, the line, but no stage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, true. All right, Brian's question is Nicholas Pritchard at Nicholas P. With the three of you portraying heels on your respective shows, how long did it take to get used to being cheered at a live show like Live 20 and then getting booed at your next wrestling show? Well, I'm not a bad guy, pal. I'm a very nice man.
I think it's just totally different.
It's just different, right? That's why I picked this to explain. Like, it doesn't. I don't look at it the same way. Like the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, I'm Brian Myers, the wrestling fan guy, right? You know, the collector, the dude. On TNA Wrestling, I'm Brian Myers, the scumbag piece of shit character that's in the system. So it's like, it's different.
Right, but then also you can do a Creative Pro show and just be Brian Myers, the wrestler, but the coach, and he's the babyface.
There. I'm the only place I really work babyface is there because it's like pointless to be a heel. It's like no one gonna believe it anyway. It's like,
and I just did Mark Sterling, babyface wrestler at Cap.
Right.
I think the Matt Cardona babyface turn's coming soon. I think the people just love me too much.
Oh man, I hate when that happens. You're just so organically beloved that like he's got to turn.
It happened with MJF. You know,
right?
People just.
I mean, that's the tale is old as time, right? A heel is so good at his job that the people appreciate what he's doing, and you know you gotta make a little switch,
a little switcheroo, a big show as they call it in the biz.
Right. I'll tell you what, I had a hard time from the losing streak because I like couldn't even remember what it was like to win, like for real. I was so used to losing that like to celebrate and like be like pumped that you won or like get your hand raised. I was like. Legit Ricky Bobby like hand shit. Like I didn't know it took a little bit to like this was 2.5 years straight of just losing. It was just like I never did it. It never won. It was like
I thought you were gonna say that towards the end of it was hard because you were booked as a heel but being cheered.
Well, that part was like kind of what you just said. I loved that. I was like that made me go, yes, like this was all worth it and it's working and people or at least care about it, and you know,
but for instance, when I was doing like the YouTube show before WWE embraced it, I was being booked as a heel, but getting like it was like just fucking everything up because I'm like it's screwing up the match,
right?
Because I'm getting cheered, but I'm the heel, and like I can't like switch it up. Like it's not like the Indies. I have to be the heel,
right? And
so
then
it was just
that definitely happened to me too at the end there. Like if I was working like a guy who wasn't that over. The whole live event crowd would be cheering for me, which is like you're right. It's messing up the match because the good guy, bad guy aspects messed up. But I also was kind of being a mark, like, oh, sweet, this is working.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet. Well, up next is Good Housekeeping, and I found my notes.
What? Thought they were deleted forever.
I got them somehow. Recently deleted. I didn't know you had that.
Oh, geez.
All right, guys. Welcome to Good Housekeeping. YouTube.com/Major WF Pod or /@Major WF Pod. We have a lot of vlogs up there. We have one from Australia, Down Under. Have you edited it, Mark, yet?
In the process.
Yeah. So we love that store, Lobo's. Brian's been there before. I've been there a bunch of times. They always have great stuff.
It's like considering it's in Australia, it's like shocking how cool it is, and you know, in depth.
Man, I was just looking at our YouTube. There's 100 comments on our last episode of the pod, and I have no idea. Oh.
Trying to win Brian's thing.
It's the contest. Okay.
Wow, guys. Who would have thought?
I'm like, wow, there's so many comments. Okay.
We're also going to have a great Live 20 vlog, I'm sure. Everyone was filming some wild stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I got 2 clips for you guys. It's going to be sweet.
2 clips. Holy fuck. ProWrestlingTees.com/Major Pod. Get all your cool Major Pod t-shirt and apparel over there. Major Pod merch, Live 20 stuff. There's going to be some Live 20 stuff, some cigars, I'm sure, some hats, maybe. Get those on MajorPodMerch.com. Major Bendies. There might be some shoes up today. If you're listening early, this might be the chance to get your Joe shoes, your Big Rubber Guys, and your Joe Hendry, Major Bendy. Whatnot every Monday. Brian and I sell our stuff, figures, gear, autographs. Check
underwear, socks.
How about I booked a special because Moose was driving me nuts. The System sells out on Whatnot. Coming August 29th, 9 p.m.
Very cool.
Eddie, Lish, Moose, myself, all selling ring-worn gear.
That's awesome.
Live.
Nice. Sweet.
From my hotel room, I'm sure.
Cool.
Major Rewind every 2 weeks. Jay George takes you back in time. A trip down memory lane. 6 years. Is it the 6-year anniversary yet? This podcast.
I don't know when the show aired, but the recording was yesterday for sure.
We didn't even celebrate it.
We mentioned.
Well, we
it.
did a big.
The recording is different. I think it's two different things, right? You got to pick which one is the one.
Then we did the big 300 this year.
Yeah,
that too.
That's
the
true.
live podcast.
6 years. Someone find out, when did the podcast actually come out? Is it 6 years or not? And then from the vault every other week, we're gonna do the TJ interview, Mark.
Yes.
Sweet. And then plugs, guys. This week, GCW Homecoming, night 1 into Atlantic City, New Jersey. Night 1, I will be the special guest host. And night 2, myself and Jimmy Lloyd against Nick Gage and Matt Hardy. I will have brand new gear, and maybe I'll get an action figure because this is my first ever Homecoming figure. Just dropping from Zombie Sailor. There's a version on Ringside. So
hey, if there's any major marks who want to dare get my 2-pack signed by Nick Gage, hit me up. Hit me up. Kanik is too scared.
So here we go, Broski and Brian. Pilot. Okay. The Major Pod Pilot. The first episode calls Pilot, the Major WF Pod.
Mm-hmm.
It was published August 23rd, 2018.
Holy shit. So that means this episode is going to publish on August 23rd, 2024.
Cool.
Exactly 6 years.
Damn.
Happy anniversary, boys.
That's nuts.
Never missed an episode.
Never missed an episode.
Never missed.
No bullshit.
I just drove 5 hours hungover. Almost shit my pants on the Mass Pike, and I'm here recording.
Episode 1, guys, 27 minutes, 58 seconds.
Damn.
Episode 2, you guys really just went in. You went 50 minutes, 53 seconds.
Wow.
Called Cats Steal a Prototype Head.
Oh, my God.
Man. Well, guys, this has been a crazy 6 years. We appreciate you. Whether you've been from the beginning or just jumping on along the way, it's been a wild ride. It's been a lot of fun, and it's perfect to celebrate at Live 20 with all you guys.
You're right. That was the celebration.
It was the celebration.
We're out of time.
We're out of time. See ya.
I'm strutting out of here.
1, 2, 3. I'll be back, Jack.
Join the community at MajorMarks.com and get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes footage, and become a member of the Major family.
You get bonus episodes on our careers, wrestling figure history, and exclusive interviews with our friends and legends in the business each month.
You also get early access to YouTube videos and, of course, the weekly podcast ad-free and breaking news updates.
Brand new shows featuring
Oh, baby.
and you. Each month, you can interview someone in the wrestling business with the Captain's Log.
Also, buy, sell, and trade in our exclusive Facebook community where people have become friends in real life.
Certain memberships include merch like monthly trading cards and quarterly mystery gifts.
Become a Major Mark and join MajorMarks.com today.